Maureen Pugh.
Speaker, I stand in support also of the Civil Defence Emergency Management Bill in its second reading here tonight. This is the result of a lot of work by the Select Committee and also by our colleague, the Honourable Nikki Kay, who we acknowledge tonight. For me, being a resident in a highly active district that is frequently subject to severe weather events like cyclones, earthquakes, floods, having the ability for Civil Defence Emergency Management, CDEM, to prepare for and manage the recovery following small to moderate scale events makes perfectly good sense to me. The provisions in this bill can of course be applied to a large event also. On the West Coast, we have had first-hand experience of the huge amount of work involved in the clean-up and recovery phases following natural events. And this new law will give clarity to those leading this work and ensure that the work can be carried out as swiftly and effectively as possible. This bill will streamline the process from the initial response phase through into a transition phase, and it makes emergency powers available for post-event specific periods of time. Mr. Speaker, I understand how important it is for communities to get back on their feet as soon as possible following an event, and this bill certainly provides a practical way to enable such work as clearing roads, removing and disposing of dangerous structures and materials to be undertaken. It also gives CDEM officials the ability to lawfully enter premises to save lives or to rescue and remove injured people and to plan for those events. Worthy of note, Mr. Speaker, is that the provisions of this bill do not rely on a state of emergency to be declared for a transition notice to be issued. Instead, the Minister of Civil Defence is required to give approval for this transition notice to be put in place. Mr. Speaker, this is a sensible development of the CDEM legislation and I have pleasure in commending it to the House.